Hello, good morning. Good morning. How are we doing this morning? It's happening here in Malawi. I'm in Malawi. How are you? How's Zambia? How is South Africa, Namibia, Zimbabwe? Good to have you all here. I always look forward to Thursday because we speak heart to heart issues. It is prosperity for your soul. And today is the last day talking about marriage issues, relationship issues. So please invite your friend. Today is the last day having this conversation around marriage. And today I'm talking to singles. So if you have a single sister, brother, whoever it is that needs to listen to today's session, please kindly get in touch with them because it will be a lovely talk. We will touch different areas of disciplines and we'll be able to set some principles. Some of these principles are not really like written laws, but they've come up due to experience and the several people that have walked up into my life and the things that they've been going through. Not one person, not two people. You find that I've dealt with over hundreds of young people and how they were hurt, what happened. And after I've analyzed some of the reasons why they were hurt, I realized that sometimes it gets into not knowing self. So please do gather and let me have some emojis. Let me have some greetings from different countries so we can get started in the next 5 seconds. We hit the ground running. So even if you are married, I see you, Lumbanya. How are you? How's Zambia? I see you. Get all your single guys here. Invite them, invite all the single guys. We will talk about you guys and we'll talk about the ladies so that we can just have some kind of a balanced conversation. And at some point next week, I'll be bringing a man to just talk into the main issues and so on and so forth. All right. So let's go for it. We are talking to single people, single men, single ladies, what is happening around, those areas. So I received feedback. Okay, I received feedback concerning a number of topics we've been discussing. By the way, if you are not part of the WhatsApp group for purposeful marriage, a school of marriage WhatsApp. If you haven't joined the WhatsApp group, please do so because we are having a lot of conversations. Last night was hot. We're talking about issues of infidelity from a man's point of view, and I was interviewing a man. Why do men find themselves in adultery? These are married men. So it was really a hot topic, and we really did justice to the topic. Today, we are dealing with, single people. So there were issues that were highlighted. I addressed young ladies who are not yet married as to certain things that they get to do which actually disqualifies them. Okay, there are several things that causes a man to be put off, and this has been interviews with a lot of men, and so I can say research to work, because it's an overview from a man's point of view when they see how you, a young lady, is behaving. So let's go through a number of things that are serious put off, for a man. I said it, I'll say it again. Men, they do not, a lion does not like a carcass. They don't fall for a carcass. In other words, a dead animal. And so, ladies, let's address this issue about, dying even before you are looked for. A man enjoys in his nature as a man, there is that lion in them to search. And you've got to be an enigma. You've got to be not easily discovered. Okay. So, but then you also have to be, because some of them they go into extremes where they are doing hide and seek and everything. No, I'm not talking about that childishness. I am addressing the issue of so many young ladies who have become too available. It is a complaint coming from the men. Coming from the young men, why are you too available? Why are you the one who is telling him, propose me? You are supposed to be looked for. You are not supposed to be like Uncle Zika would always say, like a lion, a small kalulu. You're passing, shoot me, I'm here, shoot me. You can't do that. It is boring, it's a put off, and that is why most of the young people or the single people, some of the single ladies, you found yourselves being single and feeling like you're being, taken advantage of, or, someone is hurting you or something like that. Because when this guy, wanted to probably have a relationship with you, you overly exposed yourself, girl. You talked too much. And you gave already indicators. Like, I'm here. I'm here. If I've agreed already, even before you have said I've agreed, I've said yes. In some of the way you are responding to that particular date when you have gone for a date. You give too much information, then you go into the details, pouring your pain, from the last relationships. Oh, this guy, the way he hurt me, this is what he did. Oh, so he disappointed. I hope you won't disappoint me. The guy hasn't even told you are the next girlfriend, but you already start putting too much load on this guy. And the man is looking at you like, I don't want problems. You want an easy life. You don't want to inherit problems of another man's mess, another man's sins. You cannot do that. And so a lot of men are complaining. So, dear daughter, please hear me. As a mother, hear me. I want you to know that man wanted to propose to you, but the way you behaved when there was this particular relationship or whatever, not even a relationship, when you went for a date, you put him off. Why are you narrating everything? I had 2 abortions. Me, red is red, black is black, white is white. So I just want to lay everything here because I'm very truthful. I'm very truthful. So, I've had 2 abortions. One was at 2 months. The other one was at what? And this guy just let me. I just want to pour everything. I want to be transparent. Are you for real? Are you okay? You cannot. He's not your mentor. If anything, the person you are telling cannot even handle 10% of your emotions and the things that you went through. So as you are pouring your heart to that person, who is he in your life? Who is he in your life? And why are you saying too much? All right, so we are addressing this issue of being too vulnerable. Find a mentor, girl. The reason why you do not want to be mentored because you want to have it your way. And so many of them who have tried to have it their way, they are not managing because you don't want to be sat down. You don't want to be talked to. This is why some of you are still single, and I'm not saying everybody. Some of you young ladies, you need someone to walk with you so that you can be shown how to respond. The way your temperament, your personality, you easily get irritated, you easily get frustrated, you expose your emotions like no man's business. There is no emotional intelligence at all, at all. What do you expect? And then you come out there, oh, men hate me. Oh, the other one took me for granted. The other, my friend, who told you to be doing the things that you're doing? That today you want to complain that he took you for granted. I'm coming for the men. But for now, let's talk to you, my daughters, because it's in my language I can say "Vimve- mumve shansoni." When you hear what guys are talking about with you women of today, uh-uh, tone down, my daughter, and do not rush, for the biological clock. Oh, I'm 30 something, so I've grown old and everything, and you are just busy as a kalitu. Just imagine you are like this kalulu who's just looking for a poacher. Shoot me, I'm here. Shoot me, I'm here. Shoot me. You are not lovely. That doesn't show that love, from a man. That is one thing. Vulnerability. You become too vulnerable. You open up too much. You tell him the 10 Commandments. And me, and now for 2 years, I haven't slept with a man, so I don't want to sleep with any man. So in case this thing works, I want you to know we can't have sex. Why are you even bringing that topic? You are the one who's thinking about it. So you are trying to pretend you are now a holy person. Stop it. It's boring. It's not enticing. This is why that guy ran away from you, girl. Change. The other thing that you overdo is this thing of being too available. Are you the wife? You are concerned about what's happening in his life. You are phoning. You are doing what? I just checking up on you. Just checking up on you. Just check. Are you the mother? Are you the mother? So you've just appeared 2 months in this person's life, 3 months in this person's life. You want to behave as though he was not breathing without you. Girl, chill. Why are you being too available? Why are you finances? You are the one who I just sent for you this talk time just to express my love for you. Already you are shooting yourself in the legs. Oh, before we go to bed, I would like to talk to you. And then, yeah, in the night, the talk is really not the talk. It's not attractive. There is no what I call what's this intellectual intercourse, where you can really speak into his brain, into his intellect and everything. You are just a woman who is wanting to come and talk about scriptures and fasting. Hey, I'm fasting, I just broke my fast. Oh, if you are in my circles, I'll be going for boot camp with Dr. Nellie. I want Dr. Nellie to see you so she can scan you, so she can see if you have demons. Then I've bought for you a book, Transition to the Culture. You must read and do spiritual mapping. Sissy, what's wrong with you? What is wrong with you? You are too much in this person's life. Why are you offering too much? Why are you even giving him money? Where is this thing? Where are you getting it from that you must become the supplier? You even give him your ATM card. You give him the PIN number. Just keep you can swipe for fuel. You can keep the ATM card. And some of them, okay, the Marios, they will keep, they'll keep, and they will share how I wanted to do this, but then my check has delayed. Do you know there was a lady who actually paid her own lobola because the guy lied that there was a truck of maize that needed to come from Zimbabwe, and then by the border there are problems there. So can you loan me some money to pay for your dowry? This girl paid her own dowry, and this man was putting it in her face. After all, you paid your own dowry, so there's no marriage here. So those are serious. So I'll just mention three, then I'll get to the guys. Maybe three, four. Okay. Then, of course, he can talk to a friend about you. And okay, what is wrong for a man to go for a date and he doesn't propose? So, ladies, let me settle this one. When a man invites you for coffee, you will go whatever date, okay, whatever. He's not your boyfriend. He is not your boyfriend. Stop your assumptions. The man must speak. The man must say. Do not assume just because he was too nice, just because he paid attention, just because for those who even have children, the way he was treating my child, oh, my son has really loved him. My daughter, he wants, children are children. And sometimes when they see uncle who has brought chocolate, they want him. That doesn't mean he's a super father figure. It doesn't mean that. If anything, that's an hour or two Who told you he loves children? Just because for 2 hours he played with your children. Now you want to fall because 2 hours your kids were very excited. 2 hours. This life will be forever. He gets irritated with children around. Okay. So this issue of, oh, because he introduced me to the other, because we went for a date. Listen, as a lady, you can go to 3, 4 dates. You can go for a date now, today, and you can go for another date on Saturday with another man. Because if this one today hasn't said what he wants, my friend, you are free. You are free. He shouldn't interrogate you. Why are you talking to the other person? Why the guy hasn't said? You are the one who starts assuming, I can't go for a date because I went for a date with this other one. And so you even begin to position yourself as a jealousy person, possessive person, after all what I'm doing, after all what I've done. Feel free to go for another date as long as the guy hasn't said. I'd even tell him, like, I've got a date on Saturday. Especially, you have to be strategic. If he's not saying quickly, make him jealous a little bit. You're going for a date and yeah, because he didn't say. So really, my issue with my young ladies today is there's so many things that you're doing wrong and thinking this is what will keep a relationship. The final one is, fornication. It's outdated. Okay, it's outdated. I addressed it. I will finally address it for the ladies. The way a man, expresses love is not through sexual intercourse. His expression is more mental, and it's more providing more leadership and just being in the lead and owning the space. So when he has sex with you, it's not the same. A woman's expression when there is sex, between you and him is totally different. For a woman, you get more attached, and you express yourself with your reproductive system. So when you are having sex with him, you are actually telling him, I love you. And this is my expression of love. That is what you're telling him. And that's why you are detailed. That is why, as you are having that sex, you are really expressive and so on and so forth. At that point, he may be having sex with you because he's under pressure. He just wants to release, calm. And when he's calmed down, he has totally forgotten what was going on. For some of them, it's territorial. When he's had sex with you, the search is over. This whole panting of the heart is over. He's now got you. It's territorial. We can't even go to spiritual things that get to happen there, the issues of soul tie and altars. Especially if you are marrying that particular person, you should not come and harass him for a sex outside marriage, because if you started before marriage, it's a recipe. At some point, this guy may just go out. What ground are you going to stand to harass him for going outside? Because when he was under pressure in the home, not in the home, when he was single, you offered yourself. So if now you are refusing in a home and is now under pressure, what you're saying is he can go and just live such type of a life because you never set boundaries when you were actually relating. This whole thing about, oh, because you've had sex with him and therefore you own him. No, my friend. He's not that detailed like you as a woman. This is why after sexual intercourse, you will be entertaining the sound he was making. You'll be thinking about how it was. He has totally forgotten. You even follow up with a message, want to check if you can discuss how it was. No, my friend. Men are not like that. They do not actually remember most of the detail. It's good for you to know, and we have to have these conversations here because, my daughter, you don't know what's happening. And that is why you find yourself like you are being taken for granted. You need to have a no in your mouth. Guard yourself, have your self-worth. And you can't just offer your body to a man who hasn't committed. You can't. Even if he has committed, you need to still be preserved, because if this guy, this is what he's been doing and everything, if he's really so much under pressure, let him marry you quickly. But then that is not even what will solve his sexual appetite. So it is important that you as a woman, you protect yourself. You must have that value. You must value yourself, because the way a man takes, sexual intercourse and you as a woman is totally different. You are offering your body, you are offering your whole, you're expressing love. He is not, most of the time. He is not. So because it takes you down so much, why go that route? Enough for my young ladies. Enough for my young ladies. Let's talk to the young man. Let's talk to the single man. Some single men are divorced, widowed. Some of them are young, 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 young. There has to be some pride as a young man, to really be in the lead, even when you want to date a particular girl. Don't you feel ashamed that the woman is the one who's paying for your fuel? The woman is the one who's paying for swiping after having dinner. Don't you feel ashamed? There has to be some man in you. There is need for you to man up and take charge of your life. You should be feeling ashamed that you've got your whatever girlfriend or whatever ATM card. You should be feeling ashamed. It is important that you begin to take the lead in providing. Look for something to do. If you do not have a job, find something that you can sell. That woman, listen to me, my son, that woman may do that in a relationship. In marriage, hey, I'm telling you, you will know Pepe in Nigerian way. You will know. If you don't provide, you are a John Sawyer while you're waiting for your wife, you are changing channels, you are driving a car, you are this. In marriage, hey, she won't continue nursing you. She won't continue. So have some pride. Oh, she doesn't respect me. What is there to respect if you yourself are not respecting yourself? So please, whilst before you actually start looking for a kalulu to shoot at least get some stability. I'm not saying have a lot of money or that. No, what I'm saying is just at least have a future. Have some vision of what you want to do, and begin. Not have a vision to buy 10 acres of land. Will she be eating the vision? We should be eating the vision. You need, yes, the vision is important, but there has to be some, cash flow, something that has to be flowing now. So you can't be comfortable getting your girlfriend swiping. You can't be getting comfortable. Stop it. It is wrong, especially you Pentecostal guys. You are needy and you think you are the man of God. She's supposed to be tithing to you. She's supposed to be giving to you. Come out of that nonsense. And do not let any so-called young prophet lie to you. Especially, these young men of the so-called young men of God. They hide in the name of anointing. And now you who's vulnerable, a young woman who's vulnerable, you see when he's on the pulpit with a microphone, thickening his voice. You see, and when he's, pacing around, you're like, hey, wow, this is how you'll be holding me. The anointing will be flowing in bed. My friend, beyond the pulpit is an ordinary young boy. Beyond the pulpit is an ordinary man. And it is not that microphone that will be fixing a lot of things in your house. Some of these so-called young men are very irresponsible. So do not fall in love just because they can release one or two revelations. Who are they? Do they have a character? You even have the red flags. You can even tell this guy needs a lot of mentorship. There are a lot of things that are following him. I love him because God said. You even lie that God said. Leave women alone. If you are still fixing your life, please fix your life first. Be stable. At least have some streams of income before you drag another, child to exchange the surname. For heaven's sake, she already has a surname. And so when you are giving a surname, please bring to the table more than a surname because she already has one. Her father's surname is even better than your own surname. So stabilize there. Deal with your life. Go through the prayers yourself. Don't say, God will deliver me. What I'm going through, this poverty situation, is because my ancestor, my friend, at 20 something, you ancestors, what are the ancestors doing? It's a lie. There is need, for you to sort your life out. She's not supposed to come and mother you. She is not your mother to be mothering your nonsense. Get yourself straight. You are an embarrassment. Then when you've married that woman, you now, hey, why I've gone into adultery? It's because she didn't do this, because she doesn't respect me. Because from when you were actually, dating, we knew that there's foolishness. But because you just think that you can just bring, and because there is a bit of desperation, so you want to take advantage of other people's daughters. My friend, fix your life. Fix your life. My daughters, run away from these young pastors who are not serious, who are hiding through a microphone, pretending to be men of God, who are not under, mentorship. If the person cannot be mentored, and you think madam, you think when he climaxes on you, he will listen to you. If he does not have a shut up voice in his life, run for your life. Run for your life. So please, if you are listening to me, young pastors and you young ladies who like falling for the microphone and for shoulders and for voices and for revelations, chill. In marriage, there is nothing like that. He's real. And that is why you see some of these young pastors are sleeping around. I'm having a lot of pastors' wives who are broken because they married the voice. They married revelations in their home. He doesn't pray, but he comes on the pulpit as I was praying. And then you as a wife, you're looking like, what time? The person did not wake up to pray. So he's a liar. Young men, listen, as you are breaking those hearts, going from one, you even know that you are not committing. Why are you driving her along? Why are you overly listening? Eh? You know that girls become vulnerable. And so your behavior as you are dragging them on and you are busy moving along with them and all. I'm telling you, you've got to be wise enough to see if this person is not one that you're going to marry quickly. Tell them, I'm so sorry if I mislaid you. I'm sorry. This is, what I meant. I'm really sorry. Because yes, some ladies, they propose before you propose. So you need to be alert and awake. Otherwise, you'll be breaking hearts. And you'll be wondering, why am I breaking these hearts? Because I didn't propose. No, you were too nice. So there has to be a line drawn because these girls of today and the girls of yesterday, waited to be proposed. These ones, when you go for a date, you've already proposed, even if you haven't said anything, So it is important that you guard yourself because the more women are complaining about you, the more you begin to lose your name. And remember, the word of God says a name is better than silver. A good name is better than silver. So you fix your life. And when time for you to marry comes, please, can you let it known that time has come? You can't keep proposing, date. And then you are so clever when you are taking these girls for a date. You are not even the one paying. You're not even the one paying. Then you are lying. I've forgotten my wallet. How can you go for a date and you forget your wallet? Huh? No, it's in the car. Where we parked. Let me go get it. You are lying. There is no wallet. There is no money in that ATM. There has to be some. Where have you lost that man? That pride of being a man, being in charge. Where have you taken it? Know your God. Find a mentor to talk to you. A woman, if you do not know, hey, my friend, and you marry hips and complexion, because you guys, you marry complexion, you marry hips, eyebrows, whatever. Today they are wearing all this makeup. In the evening, yeah, she has removed makeup. She's no longer the way she was looking during the date. Be very careful, because if you just marry for the skin tone, my friend, and that person does not understand her purpose, does not understand how to compliment, how to commit to you, and how to anchor you as a man, I'm sorry. This is why it's leading so many young men and so many blockages in marriages. So really, most of the conversations we'll be having them in the school of marriage. It's a closed group. We are going to be raw. I'm going to be allowing questions, and we will be having those raw conversations. So if you are not yet part of the school of marriage, please do so now. Join now and get into that closed group where we'll be having this conversation. It's just a small little fee that you pay in order for you to belong, because next week we start and we begin this journey. It's an amazing journey. The sessions I'll be giving, they are worth millions. I'm telling you, I'll rescue you from your thought process. I'll show you what it means to be a young woman who is needed. I'll show you what it means to be an ideal wife. I will show you, because it's experiential, and these things will rescue if you just listen. Yeah. If you just it's not just about information, it's about listening and applying. I'll tell you what a man is thinking when you think a certain way. I'll let you know, because these are experiential things, and also led by the Holy Spirit. Because most of the times, prophetically, the Lord gives me instructions, for a young woman, instructions for a young man. If you have ears, you become the best version of yourself. Do have an amazing Thursday. We're getting ready for boot camp in Malawi, transitioning to the courts of heaven. And so have an amazing Thursday. See you again next week, where I'll bring a guest on the call. Shalom, shalom.